Would you trust a Chinese dental clinic with your teeth or your child's teeth? I'm 1 month into orthodontic treatment here in China, and today is my first proper checkup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the dentist, the orthodontist. I'm going to show you the whole process, and of course I'm going to tell you about the prices. And by the way, these are Chinese made and a Chinese branded orthodontist braces. I'm not going to compare because I've got nothing to compare them to, but I'm going to tell you the prices and how they feel. Let's go. I said I had nothing to compare to. That was wrong. When I was a child, I can't remember exactly how old I was, I had those sort of train tracks braces. Terribly ugly, although apparently popular now. They're cool, or maybe fortunately because they were painful. I sort of stopped halfway through. So my top teeth look okay-ish, but my bottom teeth are, in my opinion, very ugly. So I decided basically to get these braces done. So yeah, on the way to the orthodontist now. As I said, it's probably only about a 15-minute journey. It cost me about £1, less than £1 in fact. It really is cheap, guys. I can't recommend this highly enough. Lots of information available from me about China. Alright, thank you driver. I've arrived at the Lipo Tower. So, was thinking about braces for a while. Yes, I know what you're thinking, sort of midlife crisis. Well, perhaps. Thinking about getting braces for a while. And then went to my regular dentists, and they said, you've got sort of jaw issues, which was news to me. They offer that service, but they said, look, you've got a bit of jaw issues. You need to go to like a dental school or a sort of a bit more, a bigger facility. So I did that. In fact, I went to Huaxi Kochang meaning sort of dental hospital. So if you see my other videos, Huaxi is probably the best hospital in Western Sichuan, one of the best in all of China. They also have a dental school, a dental hospital. It wasn't a great feeling, very rushed, loads of people, like Chinese hospitals are. If you see my other videos, I do tend to go to regular public hospitals, but for teeth, and I think everyone's like me, right? Everyone's super nervous about teeth because they can be so painful. So I want a bit of, tender loving care. I rejected that place, went back to my dentist, my regular dentist, said, do you know anywhere else? And they recommended this place. Now this is a bit more of an expat sort of clinic, including a dental clinic. So the prices, I guess, the lights are off and there's water everywhere. This is probably the worst time to film. 您在做那个 I 上次说了，可以吗？排一点可以吗？ You can tell this on advert, the lights are off and there's water everywhere. Right, okay. What happened?
Broken pipe.
Broken pipe?
On the 6th floor.
On the 6th floor? So it's the whole building? Oh, I see what you mean. It's just come down.
Yeah, it's from 6th floor downwards.
You guys should think about moving up to the 7th floor. Okay.
No, I'm happy here. But it's going to be a bit hot today.
Oh, there's no aircon?
Yes, it broke down.
Why does the water pipe affect the electricity?
I think it's for safety reasons, precautions.
Okay guys, you ready? We're going to learn about orthodontics in China and sweating. You ready? You ready? Together? Let's do it.
Not a good pair.
They're not a good pair. Oh gosh, this is it. Do you remember you told me like change every Monday? But then occasionally for work and things, when I feel I haven't worn it enough, or when I feel for whatever reason I've delayed it slightly, is that okay?
It's absolutely fine.
So I'm on 3.1.
You don't wear them for more than 2 weeks.
I haven't done that. No, I haven't.
Yes,
Why is that, by the way?
Based on our bench test, the material bench test, the material property only lasts for maximum 2 weeks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, otherwise it won't have any effect at all. So it would be just a retainer instead of an aligner.
And that's different. An aligner and a retainer, that's different.
An aligner actually moves teeth. It has force on it, but the retainers, they just hold teeth in place. If you wear it for more than 2 weeks, which means that you're not actually doing any treatment. You're
just keeping what you've got. Absolutely.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Well, that makes total sense. I mean, also, I think this is obvious, but can I tell you this? The first day is always the weirdest one. It always feels really tight. You know, when I change the... But that makes sense, right? Tender, tight, like I can only eat soft food on day one.
How teeth move is because the teeth is inside the bone.
Right.
So if you want the teeth to move within the bone, you need to have the bone to break down on one side and for it to rebuild on the other side. So the teeth, the bone remodels around the roots.
Okay.
So when that's happening, your teeth actually feels a bit looser,
Yeah, they do.
right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's completely normal in within the normal range. That's
Okay.
fine. The rubber bands are supposed to, the ones, the pair at the sides,
Yeah.
is supposed to move your back, the lower back teeth, the bottom back teeth back. So it will create the space to straighten out the front teeth. And the one here, the crisscross one, is to correct that cross bite, the underbite. Yeah, they actually essentially they're all for bite, but just a different mechanic.
All right, so we're stopping for a second. I was actually here early, so the patient before me, but turned up late, is here. So I've taken a break while the dentist has gone to deal with that patient, which is fine, guys. I've been late here before, so I completely understand. A few things though, you can see actually this is a very sort of modern orthodontic dentist clinic, and you can see my name there. Those are my braces. Lovely day out. In my research, they seem fairly similar. Those see-through braces, you change every week or every 10 days or so, and gradually, step by step, over a process of could be weeks, could be months, could be years. Well, it won't be weeks. Could be months, could be years. Your teeth move into the positions you and your orthodontist agree with. The difference for me is that not only am I having the see-through braces, but I've got the rubber bands. As embarrassing as it may be for a middle-aged man to have rubber bands in his mouth, I think just going to have to take it, and you can communicate in English, which is a real benefit, especially when you're on the chair. So yeah, just take you around, show you around. Get X-rays done here as well if you need X-rays. What have they got here? They got medical service, general practice, specialist consultation, priority medical access, individual group health screening, TCN, physiotherapy, rehabilitation, psychological counselling, dental care. Boom. That's what I'm here for. Can I show you everyone?
Yeah, I want to go on to a bear.
So this is my, you can see that's cute, isn't it? That's nice.
Cute.
So they'll sort of have more force to them, they'll be sort of stronger.
Yeah. So abandon the rabbit.
Say that again. Abandon the rabbit, and I go onto the bear.
Yeah,
and in doing
bear.
so, these rubber bands, you explained to me, they're actually pulling my teeth
Back.
so giving a bit more space.
Yes, to create the space to align the lower teeth, because the lower front teeth is quite crowded.
Okay. So what should people call you?
I'm Dr. Vicky. I'm an orthodontist.
Right, Dr. Vicky, orthodontist. Wonderful. Are you from Malaysia?
Yes, I am.
You're from. How long have you been in China for?
Since 2012.
Wow. So I've been here slightly longer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, slightly longer.
That's why your Chinese is so good.
My Chinese isn't as good as yours. I don't have the dental Chinese that you have.
Yeah, but I studied Chinese for 6 years in Malaysia before coming here.
So you talked about what did we do today with my teeth?
I did some stripping.
Okay, and what is that?
Basically reducing the width of some of your teeth.
Okay.
So, meaning the size of your teeth, so it creates more space for you to do alignment of your teeth.
Okay. All right. And then just, sorry, I know you're busy, a couple of questions. So perhaps it's an unfair question, but I'm with Angel Aligner, right?
Yes.
And there are other brands, but this is a Chinese brand and Chinese made, right? And I know you're heavily involved with them. Like overall Chinese orthodontics, is it on a good level? Are we sort of on similar levels to say Western Europe or America? Are we ahead? Are we behind? Is it?
Okay. Yeah, it's an unfair question because you can't compare the level of orthodontics like that, because the demography is different.
I see.
Chinese, Asia in general, we have different kind of bone structures that usually leads to more complex cases.
Oh, really?
Yes, like you have the very small jaws, but the Asians usually have huge teeth, but we have smaller bones. So we always have like this crowding issue, protrusion issues, because our facial features are not as defined as well.
Okay.
So that's why that's a very big point in orthodontics. So a lot of times we do a lot of extraction cases. So we extract the teeth, so we have a lot of space to bring in the teeth, so to improve that protrusion. But like in Western countries, even in European countries, it's not as common to do extraction cases.
Right.
A lot of times it's just a bit of crowding where I can just do some expansion, and that will solve the issue. So, but like in other demography, like non-Asian countries, because it's relatively easier to do alignment in expansion in other countries. For Asian countries, when we do extraction, when we bring in the teeth, that's like a huge change already.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
It's transformational for a lot of people, and for them, like the small minor changes is not so important anymore.
I see.
But like in Western countries, hey, you just align my slightly crooked teeth. I want more. I want something even more
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. Even more perfect. So like the smile line, like gingival line, like gum line, like how you smile, the smile shape, how much gums you're showing when you're smiling. This is a lot more emphasized.
Good for business then, isn't it? Good for your business. You want people looking for more perfect teeth, no, or not?
Yeah. It's just a different kind of market.
Right.
Yeah, it's a different kind of. So you cannot compare.
I make these videos, and so many people are interested in sort of Chinese medicine, the medical service in China, dentistry, orthodontics, and actually really big things happened. I don't know if it happened with orthodontics because, of course, that takes a bit longer. But a lot of people are actually traveling to China as part of a holiday or a business trip, and actually getting some like that medical tourism, getting some work done here. And I think we might see more of that in the future.
It's funny because like my dad, he works with a lot of Chinese people. Like there are so many. There's a huge influx of Chinese businesses into Malaysia.
Okay.
And like all these Chinese businessmen, they would go to Malaysia seeking for medical care in Malaysia. That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Treatments as well, especially implants, because implants in China right now is pretty cheap. But I would highly recommend that you choose your practice, the doctors, very carefully. Don't
Listen
just
to the
look
expert.
at prices. Yeah.
When I first of all when I take the braces out, sometimes there's a tiny bit of blood from maybe my gums or something.
Yes. It
Normal?
could be your gums.
Okay.
No.
Not normal.
Preferably no.
So not every day.
When your gums are inflamed, it could swell up a little bit.
Right.
And your aligners could have impinged on the gums, leading to the bleeding.
Got it.
So try not to do that.
No drinking, no staying up late. Thanks very much, Dr. Vicky. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, that's me out of the orthodontist chair. These guys are super professional. I like the fact that Dr. Vicky works very, very closely with the braces company that makes these braces. Remember we talked about Invisalign is I think the famous American one. These guys, or I'm using Angel Align, a Chinese one, and I'm pretty sure there are other brace companies, retainers, aligner companies available. Choose the best one for you. Would I recommend it for people coming to China? Yes, but don't forget 2 or 3 years. So this is not, as Dr. Vicky said, this is not an implant which may just require 2 visits or some kind of other cosmetic treatment for your teeth that may only require 1 or 2 visits. Those things I really do think you consider coming to China for. The expertise here is really quite incredible. The prices are very, very competitive. But as Dr. Vicky said, do your research. Teeth are important. Teeth really are important. So you don't want to be stuck with a dentist or a place you're really not happy with. Guys, this has been China Unpacked. I have been, and I continue to be Toby. Hello. Hi.
你是哪个国家的？美国人。
我不是，你再猜一次。
你是德国人。
英国的。
英国英国哪里的？
伦敦。
伦敦。哦。
Your English is very good. 你英语挺好的。以前学过吗？
能说几句。
你的牙齿怎么样？
牙齿，我的牙齿特别糟糕，好多
咋了
牙齿都是补了的。
补了的，我也补了很多，但是一看我这个牙套，
你觉得这里的补牙
还可以啊
怎。么样？华西的口腔是全国有名的。
我跟你说，华西挺好的，但是人有点多。
就是人多
我宁愿选一个在华西学过的人，但是不一定在华西看，因为人太多。但是华西真的是很好，全国的人才会学挺好。Anyway, guys, I think I've explained it. That's the price, about over £3,000 or so. Probably can't find cheaper at 2,000 pounds. 没问题，拍个照嘛。
那我叫他来。
好，来，拍个照。Over £2,000. This gentleman's very friendly. He wants a photo. He doesn't know I do social media. He doesn't care. Just see me, a big white guy walking around who hasn't had a shave. Wants a photo. Love it. I'll have a photo. Feel like a celebrity. If you have any questions about dentistry, medical stuff, orthodontics, send me a message. Cheers. Comment below. Bye bye. Hype the video if you can. Bye bye.